Animal care specialist here at your San Antonio. Never mind. Okay. Hi guys. My name is Katie. I'm one of the animal care specialists here at your San Antonio Zoo. Today I'm going to be talking to you a little bit about our bush dogs. So these bush dogs are South American dogs. They are in the canid family, so just like your domestic dogs, your Fido at home, these are the same. They look like little teddy bears, but they are actually dogs. Our three are boys. They're all brothers, and so that's why they get along pretty well. We actually named them after Star Wars characters. So we have, they're really hard to tell apart. Okay, so we have Vader in the back right over there. We have Obi in the middle, that one in the back now, and we have Chewie. Ironically, Chewie is the troublemaker and Vader is the very good boy. So very, very confusing sometimes. Yeah, that one right there is Obi. He's kind of in the middle. They do have like pack dynamics, so they have a hierarchy and Chewie's kind of the leader, which is why he instigates so much trouble for us. But he can be a good boy too. But yeah, so these guys are South American dogs. They're in mainly like Brazil, but they can also branch out into like Peru and Bolivia and things like that. They are carnivores as well, so they eat meat. Right now we're actually feeding them a little type of kibble that they get, kind of like a dog food. But they also will get raw meat every single day, except on Sundays when they just get big chunks of bone that they can use to like wear down their teeth and stuff like that. But yeah, they have pack dynamics, and they use that to hunt together very, very well. A little too well, if you ask me, because they're very good at catching stuff. But what they'll mainly do is, in their natural ranges, they'll hunt things like paca or even capybara, and those are rodents. And what they do is half the pack will chase them into the water, and the other half of the pack is waiting in the water, and they'll grab that animal that comes in. I've even heard that they can hunt things as big as like tapir, which can weigh like 500 pounds. So these guys are very vicious little dogs, if they want to be, which, you know, they do not make good pets. They're super cute, don't make good pets though. Very destructive, very, very good hunters. If anyone has ever dropped something in this exhibit, they'll know, because they get it back in just like tatters. Yeah, what else about these little dogs? So how large are their packs in the wild? So their packs in the wild are between 2 to 12 members, and it's all family dynamic. So normally it's one breeding pair and the rest of their like children or some of their siblings. Right now we do have 3 boys, and they all get together or get along very well. So we're good, and we have a pack of 3, but they are really social animals. So you always want to have, you know, a larger pack. You know, as dogs are, they're just social animals, and they work together very well, so they are used to it. Is there any more questions? Okay. So yeah, here at the San Antonio Zoo, we do think a lot about conservation. So San Antonio Zoo has the Project Selva, which is a project where we work together with indigenous peoples in the Amazon River Basin. So we're working to, you know, work with the indigenous people so they don't have to turn to like logging or oil extraction to get revenue, and like medicine for stuff like that. So helping those people is actually going to help these little dogs, because they are near threatened, and that's because of like habitat loss, and just some of it is also dogs in the area might have diseases and spread it to these guys because they are all dogs together. So they can get stuff like that, but yeah, so it's very important, and these guys are near threatened, so they're not quite endangered yet, but you know, you don't want to wait until they are to do something about it. But yeah, you can find some of this stuff from those indigenous peoples in our gift shops, actually. And of course, coming to the San Antonio Zoo always helps support all of our projects and all of our conservation projects as well. But yeah, and these guys are part of the SSP. So right now they're not recommended to breed or anything. So we don't have a female, and we're not planning on breeding them, but they're kind of just put together, and if there is a call or a female that is genetically viable, then we would send them out to meet her, or she would come here, or something like that. But right now, we're good, and we have a good dynamic. So do they attack humans is a question. They definitely can. They are very small, but again, they have hunted things like tapirs, which weigh 500 pounds. So of course, they're definitely capable of it. You might see, if you come in some days, that they've actually caught, they're very good at hunting. They catch vultures a lot. We have some in the yard, and the vultures are drawn to like the bones that they get or the food that they might try and find. But yeah, they'll hunt those vultures as well, and they will definitely eat them. And it's not fun to clean up, let me tell you. So the gestation period I have read is about like 67 to 70 days. So it's like 3.5 months or something like that. So it's really not very long. These are little dogs. I'm not sure what the domestic dog gestation period is, so I couldn't tell you the difference. I only know a little bit about the bush dogs, I'm afraid. And they probably, do they scavenge or always hunt is a question too. They probably will scavenge. I'm sure they would not pass up an opportunity to eat anything they find, but mostly they do hunt a lot as well, and they definitely enjoy hunting. And then another one is, are they nocturnal? They normally hunt during the day, so they're diurnal. They hunt during the day and sleep at night. Yes, and have you named them? We have named them. They're actually named after our Star Wars characters. Not our Star Wars characters, just Star Wars characters in general. I cannot tell them apart right now. They're not facing me. But we have Obi, Chewie, and Vader. Vader is the good boy. Oh, there's Vader up top. This one is Chewie, I'll say. And then Obi. Chewie is just, he gets into so much trouble. Which is very ironic for them. But yeah, they're all good boys. And you can kind of see we have some toys in there for them. Right now we have some antlers, so they can chew on these. They're not really interested in them right now. Mostly I threw in some kibble for them, and they're eating that, and they're trying to look for that right now. Any other questions? Okay. Is that good? Okay, well, thanks so much, you guys. I really appreciate y'all watching our chat. If you want to help our San Antonio Zoo, we do depend completely on revenue from guests and stuff like that. So it'd be very helpful if you could donate to this video or donate to our emergency fund at sazoo.org. But yeah, please support us so we can continue supporting conservation efforts for these guys and a lot of other animals out there. All right.